Good morning. President Nemec, representatives from the Board of Trustees, Provost Siegel, members of the university administration and the Jesuit community, faculty, students, and of course, family members and invited guests. Welcome to Fairfield University's academic celebration for the graduate students in the class of 2021. As the Dean of the Graduate School of Education and Allied Professions, it is my honor to preside over this morning's event and to lead us through the order of exercises which culminate in the recognition of the academic achievements of our students. First, a quick but important word concerning our commitment to everyone's continued health and well-being. We ask for students and invited guests to please remain masked for the duration of this celebration. Further, we ask that you refrain from handshakes, hugs, and high fives, as we are aware that our appreciation for each other must, unfortunately, be expressed in other ways during these times. As you know, the impact of the pandemic has caused our academic community to take pause this year and rethink how we can best honor our graduating students who have worked diligently even in the most dynamic, ever-changing environment. Today's celebration provides Fairfield time to personally recognize each student by name and program of study, and to afford each student the opportunity to make the traditional walk across Bellarmine Terrace while being greeted by President Nemec and members of the Fairfield University administration. For friends and loved ones who cannot join us in person today, please know that this celebration is being live streamed and will be available for viewing on the university's commencement website post-celebration. On Sunday, May 23rd, beginning at 9:30 a.m., the 71st commencement exercises of Fairfield University will be live streamed and also available to view at your convenience on the commencement website. At that time, the dean of each school in the College of Arts and Sciences will present the candidates for graduation to President Nemec so he can confer the degrees in each program of study. The students' diplomas and the official commencement programs will be mailed to the permanent addresses that are on file with the Office of the Registrar. It is now my pleasure to call to the podium the Reverend Paul Rourke of the Society of Jesus to provide a prayer for our academic celebration. Please rise.
Well, good morning on this gorgeous day, this astonishingly beautiful weather. And as the priest here, I'd like to take credit, but I think that I would get struck by lightning if I did. So let us pray. Dear God, we gather in a special place, even sacred to us all. The place where many of us perhaps began our Fairfield journey, the high point of our campus for a high point in the lives of our graduates. The building behind me evokes a venerable history. Though dating from the 1920s, it has the style and symmetry of an earlier period, dating back to the Elizabethan Renaissance, the time of Shakespeare. And we feel connected in this space to that earlier history of Jesuit education and even going back to the medieval universities. But as much as you have given us, O God, this glorious past, we come here in thanksgiving, and we come here in thanksgiving for that history that we've shared. But we know, God of infinite love and providential care, that commencement is above all about looking forward. And now I'd invite us just for a moment to turn around and look at that horizon. Look back at that beautiful horizon. We know the view, and yet the view changes with light, weather, and with our perspective. The horizon is our future, God. But as beautiful as the sound is, we know that it is a finite horizon. You are our infinite horizon, limitless in possibility and wonder. But you are also the person next to us, the friend, the companion, the lover, who walks with us toward our bright and limitless horizon. We know you are close, and yet we know you are also beyond all imagining. We ask you to keep our hearts and our minds open to your presence now and forever, and to fill us with gratitude and generosity all the days of our life. Amen.
Thank you, Father Rourke. I would now like to invite to the podium Dr. Christine Siegel, Provost and Chief Academic Officer, to offer some introductory remarks.
Thank you. Please be seated. At the start of 6th grade, I changed schools. For reasons not relevant to my comments today, my parents decided that the school I had attended since kindergarten was no longer a good fit. I learned about my parents' decision on the last day of 5th grade when I received a report card that had no name listed in the space for next year's teacher. From my perspective, the decision to change schools was sudden and unexpected. During the summer between 5th and 6th grade, my anxiety about this change only grew and was not helped by the fact that I did little to prepare. That September, I was in a new school with academic expectations much higher than I was used to. I quickly found I was unable to achieve the grades I had previously enjoyed. Toughest was my English class, where the curriculum was far ahead of what I had already learned, and the teacher's feedback was harsher than any I had ever experienced. So I worked at it. I studied and spent countless extra help hours in the seat beside my teacher's desk, until by midterm exams, which was another thing I had never experienced before, I earned an A on my English test. I was so proud. It felt like the biggest thing I had ever done. And yet, I remember very clearly that when my English teacher handed me the graded test, she simply said, "I knew you could do it all along." At the time, my 11-year-old self was furious. I could do it all along? Had she thought it had been easy? Did she not know my struggle? Did she not appreciate my effort? It was only over time that I came to see my sixth grade English teacher not as my harshest critic, but as my biggest advocate. As an older student, and even as a young adult, I would return to her classroom where I was always welcome, where I would find my seat beside her desk, whether I needed a dose of reality or a shot in the arm of encouragement. And of course, it was she who determined which I would get. I am fortunate in my life that although she was the first, she was not the last of teachers, mentors, and colleagues who have said to me at moments of achievement, "I knew you had it in you." I have come to learn that it is those who believe in our accomplishments, not those who are surprised by them, who are truly our most faithful supporters. And so, class of 2021, as I look across this lawn at you, who are faced with an abrupt and unexpected transition in your education, one that no doubt led to moments of anxiety and worry, one for which you had to adapt to new ways of learning, new routines, and higher expectations, and one through which you worked to earn doctoral degrees, certificates of advanced study, and master's degrees in nursing, nutrition, social work, education, counseling, therapy, business, accounting, finance, engineering, math, or fine arts. To work to do what perhaps feels like the biggest thing you have ever done. In the words of my sixth grade English teacher, I say to you, I knew you could do it all along. And I am not the only one. I stand with fellow administrators here at Fairfield University, with your deans and with your professors. I look out at your family members, your friends, and your loved ones. All of us, your most ardent supporters, we knew you had it in you. We say this not to deny the fears you may have faced or the challenges you may have encountered. We would never minimize the effort you expended, the creativity you demonstrated, nor the talents you employ. Rather, we say this to you today because as we do every day, we recognize you for who you are and what you are capable of achieving. I trust that I am not the first in your experience to say, I knew you could. More importantly, I am confident that I will not be the last, because the achievement of a graduate degree is not the final and probably not even the midterm achievement of your life. You will go on from here to do much more. I ask that as you do, you remember the Fairfield who believed in you. Know that our confidence in you remains steadfast, and your company among us is always welcome. In the years to come, I invite you to return to your alma mater, to come find your seat in our new Convocation Center, a seat in the Quick Center, a seat in the library, or a seat in the chapel. Come celebrate at Alumni Family Weekend. Come give back to the next generation as a mentor, investor, or employer of your fellow stags. I look forward to meeting you again. Because although I do not know the particular greatness you will achieve, I am confident of your success. Congratulations, class of 2021. I knew you could do it all along.
Thank you, Provost Siegel. Faculty marshals and students, please rise. We will now prepare for the students to be called onto Bellarmine Terrace. As each student ascends to the top of the terrace, we will announce the name and program of study. Each student will pause to receive a scroll from the university registrar and have a picture taken with President Nemec. Students, please then continue down the other side of the terrace and follow your faculty marshal back to your seat. Go where you can see them.
Joy Appia, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Carolyn Arena, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Ariana Bailey, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Ian Banks, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Riston Benson, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Chloe Campoli, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Joseph Carbone, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Lindsay Collins, Doctor of Nursing Practice, recipient St. Ignatius Loyola Medal. Elizabeth Costanzo, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Carolyn Krieger, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Sade Davis, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Daniel Duffy, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Mary Kate Durrett Picarillo, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Julie Earls, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Lindsay Eberly, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Ashley Espinoza, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Cleo Espinoza, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Idana Filete Omalada, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Lindsay Grasso, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Rebecca Hennon, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Danielle Katz, Doctor of Nursing Practice, recipient Graduate Student Service Award, Marion Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies. Rawinder Kaur, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Allison Murphy, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Mara Penzi, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Rose Piccolo, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Jamie Ringel, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Amy Roberts, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Deanna Rosa, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Sarah Shakin, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Leora Schiffeth, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Bruce Stevens, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Erica Stevens, Doctor of Nursing Practice, recipient Palliative Care Scholar Award. Courtney Strito, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Grace Wilkins, Doctor of Nursing Practice, recipient Sigma Theta Tau International Mu Chi Chapter Student Performance Award. Kelsey Burke, Master of Science in Nursing. Christina Cano, Master of Science in Nursing. Sheila Collado, Master of Science in Nursing. Jill Day, Master of Science in Nursing. Jody Dustaller, Master of Science in Nursing. Kathia Fonseca, Master of Science in Nursing. Tracy Ann Johnson, Master of Science in Nursing. Marietta Khalil, Master of Science in Nursing. Rena Matthew, Master of Science in Nursing. Anaya Novikova, Master of Science in Nursing. Haria Suleimani, Master of Science in Nursing. Jennifer Tainich, Master of Science in Nursing. Maya Witwika, Master of Science in Nursing. Mary Bethany Zafina, Master of Science in Nursing. Katie Armstrong, Master of Arts. Mariana Olimpio Campos, Master of Arts, Communication. Gabriela Del Tufo, Master of Arts, recipient, Professor James J. Keenan Award for Outstanding Achievement by a Communication Graduate Student. Julianne McGantz, Master of Arts. Alexandra Montesano, Master of Arts. Kate Shannon, Master of Arts. Caitlin Tamino, Master of Arts. Fatina Hijab, Master of Fine Arts. Caitlin Amaya, Master of Public Administration. Jennifer Hainos, Master of Public Administration. Margaret Lee Raver, Master of Public Administration. Deborah Matthews, Master of Public Administration. William Maturanov, Master of Public Administration. Michael McCullough, Master of Public Administration. Kristen Macolina, Master of Public Administration. Shaquana Rayner, Master of Public Administration. Philip Zyszowski, Master of Public Administration. Charles Bonaparte, Master of Business Administration. Eric Sedano, Master of Business Administration. Lillian Cribben, Master of Business Administration. Alexa DeComitis, Master of Business Administration. Andrew Duckerman, Master of Business Administration. Courtney Dye, Master of Business Administration. Drew Eccleston, Master of Business Administration. Gavin Fertuglia, Master of Business Administration, recipient, Award for Academic Achievement in Graduate Program. Kristen Flynn, Master of Business Administration. Hannah Futo, Master of Business Administration. Ryan Handelman, Master of Business Administration. Melanie Hinger, Master of Business Administration. Nicole Huben, Master of Business Administration. Patrick Cairns, Master of Business Administration. Laura Mason, Master of Business Administration. Stephanie Montalbano, Master of Business Administration. Seamus O'Brien, Master of Business Administration. Nicole Salazar Munoz, Master of Business Administration. Marvin Solomon, Master of Business Administration. Julia Stazak, Master of Business Administration. Thomas Orsioli, Master of Business Administration. Emily Yale, Master of Business Administration. Thomas Adeo, Master of Science. John Adamari, Master of Science. Archana Argawal, Master of Science. Wyatt Alberigio, Master of Science. Hiba Ali, Master of Science. Megan Antonetti, Master of Science. Angelica Baccolini, Master of Science. Jose Lionel Ramirez, Master of Business Administration. Francesca Salkin, Master of Business Administration. Marissa Baritone, Master of Science. Isaac Bodie, Master of Science. Juliette Bonseguin, Master of Science, recipient, Award for Academic Achievement in Graduate Program. Ashley Bronco, Master of Science. James Broderick, Master of Science. Brendan Bruneau, Master of Science. Connor Buckley, Master of Science. Joseph Campbell, Master of Science. Deanna Kazaza, Master of Science, recipient, Award for Academic Achievement in Graduate Program. Lindsay Chefzidahya, Master of Science. Morgan Cobb, Master of Science. Brianna Kokuzo, Master of Science. Sabrina Colavita, Master of Science. Victoria Conte, Master of Science. George Coltraro, Master of Science. Brad Sir, Master of Science. Jack Davey, Master of Science. Jessica DeMarco, Master of Science. Timothy Deneen, Master of Science. Sophia Dondario, Master of Science. Louis Edwards, Master of Science. Stephanie Emanuel, Master of Science. Travis Ford, Master of Science. Bianca Gadze, Master of Science. Madison Galileo, Master of Science. Dominique Gambino, Master of Science. Bridget Goggin, Master of Science. Owen Gleason, Master of Science. Sean Hall, Master of Management. Dylan Hanson, Master of Science. Matthew Harville, Master of Science. Eric Hett, Master of Science. Megan Jackson, Master of Science. Melanie Dizard, Master of Science. Michael Kabai, Master of Science. Adias Kavalakaskas, Master of Science. Charles Kobus, Master of Science. Fatini Kavanes, Master of Science. Adam Kropilniczki, Master of Science. John Lemura Jr., Master of Science. Kelly Langan, Master of Science. Claire Lavelle, Master of Science. Rochak Pradhun, Master of Science in Nursing. Madison Lilly, Master of Science. Taylor Madlena, Master of Science. Shannon McDade, Master of Science. William McManaman, Master of Science. Alec Maloto, Master of Science, Award for Academic Achievement in Graduate Program. Joseph Meyer, Master of Science. Emily Milloway, Master of Science. Tara Beth Moon, Master of Science. Emma Murphy, Master of Science. Megan Murphy, Master of Science.
Brian Nagel, Master of Science. John Neal, Master of Science. Carolyn O'Brien, Master of Science. Kristen Osvija, Master of Science. Lacey Olaf, Master of Science. Thank you. Tony Marie Perusa, Master of Science. Alexander Perugini, Master of Science. Hanjia Pham, Master of Science. Gina Tarantino, Master of Science. Tamara Thorpe, Master of Science. Harold Smith, Master of Science. Matthew Sutter, Master of Science. David Sulist, Master of Science. Nicholas Trewartha, Master of Science. Estathizos Chiranidisis, Master of Science. Amanda Ulsheimer, Master of Science. Andrew Welcome, Master of Science. Margaret Williams, Master of Science. Monica Wilson, Master of Science. Catherine Zanellis, Master of Science. For the School of Engineering, Raja Sanjay Mamitapalli, Master of Science. Srinivasan Obla Jarahal, Masters of Engineering. Juliana Cano Angel, Master of Science. Anthony Chiapetta, Master of Science, Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Management of Technology. Adam Davis, Master of Science. Nicholas Festa, Master of Science. Brendan Finnegan, Master of Science. Benjamin Gonzalez, Master of Science. Stephen Gosselin, Master of Science, Award for Outstanding Achievement in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Daniel Mancia, Master of Science. Mark Mosger, Master of Science, Award for Outstanding Achievement in Management of Technology. Prathna Pell, Master of Science, Award for Outstanding Achievement in Software Engineering. Neha Yadav, Master of Science, Award for Outstanding Achievement in Management of Technology. Moving to the Master of Arts, Caitlin Barkas. Caitlin Blanchard, Master of Arts. Elizabeth Brown, Master of Arts. Liam Cahill, Master of Arts. Olga Karkoma Haney, Master of Arts, Educational Studies and Teacher Preparation Award. Christina Carlucci, Master of Arts. Alyssa Carroll, Master of Arts. Lauren Cedarbaum, Master of Arts. Kathleen Curry, Master of Arts. Angela DiReno, Master of Arts. Elena Familetti, Master of Arts. Julia Farrell, Master of Arts. Crystal Faust, Master of Arts. Danielle Francis Cheesney, Master of Arts. Bridget Fruge, Master of Arts. Megan Graham, Master of Arts. Heather Haas Bernachez, Master of Arts. Emily Halderson, Master of Arts. Stephen Condro, Master of Arts. Mary Kennedy, Master of Arts. Mariam Khan, Master of Arts. Catherine Kimberly, Master of Arts. Stephanie Kovas, Master of Arts. Bridget Kortz, Master of Arts. Kathleen LaRose, Master of Arts. Amelia Laskowska, Master of Arts. Olivia Marku, Master of Arts. Olivia Mastroluca, Master of Arts. Shanice Maxwell, Master of Arts. Emma Manos, Master of Arts and Marriage and Family Therapy Award. Bridget Murray, Master of Arts. Kathleen O'Brien, Master of Arts. Sophia Oleksovich, Master of Arts. Marissa Paglia, Master of Arts. Nicholas Peltzer, Master of Arts. Alexa Parafort, Master of Arts. Allison Pidgett, Master of Arts. Emilio Reales, Master of Arts, Education. Alexis Rinaldi, Master of Arts, Graduate Student Service Award, Graduate School of Education and Allied Professions. Helena Rodriguez, Master of Arts. Tanner Robbins, Master of Arts. Michaela Ruggiero, Master of Arts. Emily Sarnecki, Master of Arts. Janet Scanlon, Master of Arts. Adriana Shanklapur, Master of Arts. Melissa Signorelli, Master of Arts. Janae Sims, Master of Arts. Vivian Sikorsky, Master of Arts. Aprajita Singh, Master of Arts, Educational Studies and Teacher Preparation Award. Sarah Sinnott, Master of Arts. Casey Solazo, Master of Arts, Counselor Education Award. Sarah Stevens, Master of Arts. Joseph Tremblay, Master of Arts. Stefania Vendrella, Master of Arts. Kristen Wall, Master of Arts. Joanna Warren, Master of Arts. Megan Weber, Master of Arts. Victoria Tomei, Master of Arts. Christine Gomez, Master of Arts. Carrie Lloyd, Master of Arts. Pamela Williams, Master of Arts. Luana Fernandez, Master's in School Psychology and 6-year certificate. Megan Amaya, 6-year certificate. Jennifer Molina, 6-year certificate. Heba Khalil, 6-year certificate. Mona Lisa Martinez Lusada, 6-year certificate, Psychological and Educational Consultation Award. Introducing the inaugural cohort of the Masters of Social Work graduates. Luz Cruz, Master of Social Work. Molly Donovan, Master of Social Work. Sheila Figuera, Master of Social Work. Xiomara Lopez, Master of Social Work. Caitlin Matsuka, Master of Social Work. Elizabeth McCandless, Master of Social Work. Terry Ann Parlamon, Master of Social Work. Rafaela Reale, Master of Social Work. Destiny Samet, Master of Social Work. Jill Sherman, Master of Social Work. Elsie Soberal, Master of Social Work. Daniela Trotman, Master of Social Work. Momina Zaman, Master of Social Work.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Mark R. Nemec, President of Fairfield University, to share his remarks with the members of the class of 2021.
Thank you. To the 2021 Fairfield University Master's Degree, Professional Certificate, and Professional Doctorate recipients, allow me to offer my congratulations and my gratitude for you making the time for this celebration. While the temptation at most any academic celebration to look back and regale the assembled gathering with tales of nostalgia can be quite strong, for this gathering, the challenges of the last 15 months might suggest we only look forward, averting our eyes from images too powerful to recall and avoiding reflection on memories too raw to savor. However, I would suggest that our Jesuit Catholic values and our Ignatian tradition call us to be in the moment, to find God in all things, and to celebrate your leadership. Chris Lowney, a former Jesuit seminarian and then J.P. Morgan Managing Director, who is now a writer and leadership consultant, as well as, most importantly, a 2019 Fairfield University honorary degree recipient, captures this sentiment most passionately when he writes, quote, "Everyone is a leader, and everyone is leading all the time. Sometimes in immediate, dramatic, and obvious ways, more often in subtle, hard-to-measure ways, but leading nonetheless. The measure of a leader's personal greatness is less what they found at journey's end and more the depth of human character that carried them along the way. Their imagination, will, perseverance, courage, resourcefulness, and willingness to bear the risk of failure." End quote. I would politely and humbly suggest your efforts, your dedication, and your completion of your various studies all stand in their own small way as a testament to this notion. Having made the most of this current journey, what then of the future? In this regard, allow me to offer a few thoughts, perennial reminders to help as you embrace the duality of this time, as you continue to meet the world as men and women of purpose in pursuit of productive citizenship and societal stewardship. First, as I will reiterate at the formal commencement ceremony, and as I do at most every academic celebration we hold at Fairfield, I want to remind you, never forget the world needs what you do. Fairfield is blessed to have an approach, a commitment to value-based, student-centric, outcomes-focused education, which calls us to be a model for others, to be a model of the modern Jesuit Catholic University, to be a model of modern excellence. Second, never stop asking questions. Never lose sight of the power of inquiry. As Zora Neale Hurston stated most elegantly but most succinctly, quote, "Research is formalized curiosity. It is poking and prying with a purpose," end quote. Your learning here has provided you with the knowledge and skills to craft detailed answers. But just as importantly, it has provided you with the capacity and frameworks to ask ever more provocative questions. In asking these questions, I would stress we do so as broadly and as openly as possible, not presuming any one theory or approach. Our work is not to train. It is to educate individuals to go set the world on fire. For we, as a Jesuit Catholic institution, are committed to universal truth and justice. We, as a Jesuit Catholic University, most humbly acknowledge no one individual or collective own this truth or knows the path to justice. And thus, we commit, above all else, through faith to the fullness of inquiry, truth, freedom, and discourse, all in fruition of companionship. Again, congratulations. Be well, God bless, and go Stags.
Thank you, President Nemec. Our academic celebration for the graduate students of the class of 2021 is now concluded. Congratulations to our students. I want to again remind you of the virtual commencement exercises on Sunday, May 23rd, beginning at 9:30 a.m. via the university's commencement website. Faculty, marshals, and students, please stand and begin processing from Bellarmine Lawn. We ask invited guests to remain seated until all students have left the lawn. The students will proceed back to the Canisius Donnarumma staging area directly across the way from our location here. Family and friends, you are encouraged to meet up with your students at that location. Thank you for joining us for this celebration.